Well, hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for the 18th through the 24th of May. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have a guiding card for you for the month, and that is beautiful. Capricorn, you are making everything in your life beautiful, whether it's working around the yard or working at work and making things more beautiful there, or even inside the house, or within your relationships all the way around. You are going to be putting a focus on taking good care of yourself and your people and your stuff, all of it. Creating beauty wherever you go. So excellent. Love to see that for you. It's a lovely focus, right? So in every which way we go, we're going to try and create a little beauty, all right? Now then, a couple of messages for you from my better angels. My better angels are talking about how we need to stay a little humble. So even as we're making all this beautiful stuff and people come around to swoon over your awesomeness, you know, just take it in stride. Know that people are just seeing what you can do and appreciating it. We don't need to get all fluffed up and kind of act that way, because it doesn't matter, right? We know it doesn't really matter, but we can just smile and nod and thanks, you know? Take it in stride, will ya? Now, the next message I have for you is that we are going to need to stay prepared. There could be some stuff in May that's a little disruptive. We've talked about political stuff or planetary stuff, or, you know, other things around the casa could be a little disruptive. So I want you to just mentally and emotionally and physically and financially be prepared, okay? Don't put it all in one place, but definitely be prepared to have like a little go bag if you need one or whatever, because you don't want to have yourself in a situation where it's too hard for you to do what you got to do, or it takes too long. You know what I mean? I know that's weird. I'm just throwing it out there. That's kind of the guide that I got. We'll just go with it. That may apply to some folks, but not others, depending on where you live, right? So keep that in mind. The final message I have is that we're all going to do a beautiful bunch of thinking our way into positive outcomes, okay? You know, when you have a prayer chain that you put out there and people kind of get better because they have all those people thinking good thoughts for them, we can do the same thing on all other levels. So if we can all focus ourselves on a good positive thought, creating positive outcomes, that is what we should do. Think things into good positive outcomes. This is good stuff, okay? Creating the changes we need in our own darn world, right? Very nice. So let's go ahead and get us a mystery card for the month. We're using this new deck. It is the Wisdom of the Oracle, and I want to go ahead and grab a mystery card from here, and then we'll move on into the reading, all right? So we're going to splay these bad boys out. They've all been pre-programmed for you, Capricorn. So I'm going to grab a card for you. Oh, there's this little hidden one that wants to come out and play. All right, we're going to set this one right here. We'll get back to it at the end of the reading. It'll be the final card that closes out our story for this week, and it'll make more sense, right? It'll make everything more understandable. So let's look at these 3 cards here from that cool pirate deck I have. They're really cool. And we're going to add more information from the Light Seers Tarot. All the decks will be in the description box below, so don't be alarmed. You have full access to that information at all times. I do my best. So presto, let us see what we have here for the week of the 18th to the 24th. Queen of Pentacles. There is going to be a financially minded feminine energy person who's going to be wandering into your world at this time. She may have need of money, or she might be somebody who wants to help you with your money. So there's 2 possibilities there. Be aware that I'm getting more vibes that they'll be wanting to get some. So pay attention to what that's about for you. The Knight of Cups, fighting for your heart's desire, is going to be part of what you're doing. You want to make sure you put out your energy towards the things that you care about the most, okay? So if you haven't, like, put up a stink about what you're doing, then it's time, okay? It's time for you to put your foot down and say, no, I really want da 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 da. So if you and this person are having a discussion, then work it out. It looks like one wants money and the other one wants what you want. You want what you want. So pay attention to how that works. And remember that the big story here is that there's always enough. There's enough time, effort, energy, love and money. All of those things are in full supply. All we have to do is work out the details, right? And when we get past that thing in us that tells us there isn't enough, you're living a life of lack when you're in the there's never enough zone. So when we change our mind to there's always enough, everything works out, okay? So do your best to work it out. It feels like there's a good energy in the possibility that these two people could come together, have a conversation, and work out whatever needs to be and come to a happy conclusion. It's just a matter of getting into the communication and being willing and able to do that. It will help tremendously if you can get into that communication from that point of view that there's always enough, okay? Cool. Now then, this card here is talking about where your actual block is. The King of Swords, this person wants to be in control of everything. This could possibly have potential to be you yourself. For some of my Capricorns, that's the case. Otherwise, there's going to be another fella or male energy person who comes along who wants to be in charge of everything, and it will really ruin the soup. You know what I'm saying? They want what they want, and they don't want to be told otherwise, so it's going to be kind of an issue, right? Judgment here is talking about how your judgment may not be on point. So even as you're thinking about this, you might be more coming at it from an emotional point of view. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, is that when you're more emotional, your judgment is off. And so whatever this is that you care about so much, you're very emotional about it. You just haven't been able to like verbalize those words and get that straightened out. So it's a lot. You're needing to either step up and use your emotions, but your judgment won't be good, okay? Trust and believe that even as you want what you want, your heart's a little wacky right now, okay? Your heart's muddling the mess. It doesn't make it bad. I think that your heart being in the situation is a good thing, not a bad thing. There's the Death card showing that you're not going to be able to let go of certain things. So being aware that if you wanted to let go of something, whether it was physical stuff, a way of thinking, a relationship, or even a job, it's not time yet, okay? So whatever this thing to let go of is, it's not time. So you're feeling you're extra irritated because your judgment is off, you're emotional, you can't even get rid of it, and it's making you nuts because you started out wanting to control, or somebody else wants to control the situation. So, and it's all in the way. All right, so now the next card over is the Knight of Wands. We're into the solution. We're fighting for our ideas. Ta-da! Stand up for what you want, okay? Maybe you can find a happy solution. There seems like this is a conflict between these two people, it feels like. And if you guys can come to a happy solution where you share time or you share finances, one of the two things, it would help on both sides. And maybe if you step into it, Capricorn, from an open point of view, knowing that there will always be enough, you'll find yourself in a situation where you can offer what you're willing or able to pay or whatever, instead of being told you must pay this much. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I have this to offer as part of the solution. And then if you come to the table with at least a number, it will help tremendously, all right? Coming to the table with no numbers is not going to help because you're looking for happy solutions. Always have your own idea about what you're willing to pay, what you're willing to do, because, you know, it could get way uglier. Whatever their story is between you two, it could get way uglier if anyone else jumps into the fray, okay? So This card here is talking about the Strength card, moving beyond your own limiting beliefs, other people telling you who you could be or couldn't be, and in the end, needing to move beyond it and find yourself to be who you want to be. Who do you want to be in this situation? Do you want to be a cool, compassionate person working out a deal? Or do you want to be the person who fights for control, ends up with a jerky name tagged on to you, and a bunch of other stuff going on? Whatever that is, you need to work out who you want to be. First, decide. You could be the lion or you can be the lady, right? You got one of each. She's both the lion and the lady. So, truth is, if people have told you in the past what you could or couldn't be, the fact is, you can decide who you want to be all by yourself, okay? So, keep the story of those limiting beliefs and put them in the blender, all right? Because they're crap. Now then, once all of these, you fought for your what you want, you're breaking down limiting beliefs. Anyone else's story of what should be going on or what has to happen, blah, 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 isn't true. You can work out whatever the heck you want, all right? And then there'll be some profound movement in the mix. So this could be you moving from house to house. This could be other people moving from house to house, major changes happening, job changes, job location changes. Many changes will be taking place. I'm also getting a little flash of family changes, so be careful with whatever's going on here. I'm really getting sort of a marital thing, kids stuff. Take that as it resonates. I don't want to go in too deep on that concept, but it feels very much like who gets what and blah, 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 la, 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 you know? So I'm wishing you well, for sure. And let's go ahead and get a message from the Cosmic Oracle and see if we can't get some clarity on this situation for you. All right, what do we have for Capricorn for this week? Oh, it's right here. It's just burning my hand up. All right, let's get the rest of these guys out of the way. So, stay present. That's where life happens. So we want you not to go digging around in the past or the present or the future about what you think is going to happen in this situation. If you can stay right here, right now, and not dig around in what happened before, blah, 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 you may find that when you dig around in the past, neither one of you is shining completely. You know, neither one of you two is shining completely. I do feel like this is a relationship that has changed dramatically and is now going through another negotiation. So hang in there. Do remember there's always enough, and I think that you'll be able to stay, if you stay here and now, instead of digging up things from the past, you'll both look better, all right? So let's go ahead and put that card right there. Ta-da! Making things more beautiful, remember. All right. Now then, you need a pocket full of rocks. All right, let's get those. All right, cool. We have smoky quartz, we have green garnet, and we have black amethyst. So, smoky quartz is a first chakra stone, and it is all about how we are able in the first chakra to stay grounded and release things we don't need anymore. So this is good. This is good. You might find that there's more to let go of in this situation that will be beneficial to this situation. I mean, if you can release other things that you don't need or want and end up in a better position ultimately, while it also making things a little more fair, you may find that instead of giving like she's all about the money, so it might be a cash amount that you give away, you might find there's something else you have that has worth and value that you can give her instead, right? So open your mind to the possibilities and see what's working for you. And it might even be something you no longer want. So yeah, you could do that. This card here is talking about a stone here. is green garnet, and we're talking about your emotional third chakra space, where emotions and feelings and memories are all kept. We want to heal that. Remember, we have the Strength card showing that you can heal your memories. You don't have to let them rule you anymore, and you can come out of this defining who you want to be in the world, as opposed to being defined by someone else, right? Somebody else may have told you who you were, but you can choose who you are, right? Wow, powerful, right? So, and of course, but before you make any major decisions, we have black amethyst, which is a 6th chakra stone, which is your third eye, giving you a beautiful vision of how you fit into the world, right? How do you fit on the planet, right? We want you to see the bigger picture of how you interact and what is your personal impact on the planet with your behavior, with your interactions with other people. Did your smile affect another human being? Did it change the course of their day? That changed the course of their life? What? I know, it's such a small thing that could make a huge ripple. So you're going to be seeing things about that come through, and maybe you'll see other people you've had an impact on, which is going to be great for you and help you see that there's goodness in you, and maybe you'll choose an interesting route. All right, staying present, like the card said, will be very helpful in this process. Okay, so but you are letting something go, and this smoky quartz will help you. All right, okay, so cool. A headache for you may not be a headache for someone else. So if you release a headache, then you might have a win-win situation where, fine, take this thing, and there you go. And it's no longer your headache, but it's somebody else's, and now you're winning. I'm not saying you should do that negative version of a thing, but I'm just saying sometimes personalities just don't mix. And you may be having a situation where what you're dealing with and want to release is a mixed relationship, personality situation, and their personality might be better for the situation, right? With those other folks. All right, just throwing it out there. You know what that means. If it resonates, excellent. All right, we need to look at the mystery card by the book. Oh my. So, this is a really good looking card. I love it. We want you to, even as you're working through, isn't that interesting? I'm telling you to look outside the box and continue to move forward in a present way, knowing there's enough and everything is going to be great, standing up for your ideas, and everything is cool, a lot of movement and change. And the card you get is by the book. Well, it appears that somebody wants you to stay on the path and do it just according to the way the books tell you to. Do the A, the B, the C, and the D. Don't mess around with anything else. So that's interesting. If that resonates with you, please stick with it. All right. This is one interpretation over here, and this is another. If you find yourself very uncomfortable thinking outside the box, please do what you need to do, stay where you need to stay, go by the book and handle it. But by all means, if you are more interested in doing things a little differently, and that not everything has to look the same as it always does, do you, right? Cool. So I like that this is a card number 11, always a good luck number, but there you go. It is interesting, isn't it? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and set this beautiful card down here. As always, Capricorn, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to. If you want to carry them, let me know how it goes. If you want to carry something else, let me know how that goes, and I'll be there to support you in any way I can. If you want to know about ways to have a private reading, I will never contact you personally, but you will have to contact me, and there's a link for that down there in the description box, along with all the decks and my calendar telling you when I'll be where. And you will be able to come out and see me at a fair. I'm all the way up and down the west coast, and I even travel the south side of the United States all the way over to Florida. So, ta-da! Check out my schedule and see when I'll be there, and I look forward to seeing you at the fair. Next week we're going to talk about the 25th through the 31st. I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you.